Hello, one and all. We are back with more Final Fantasy 16.
I unmuted stream to make sure that I could in fact hear you, and I can. So good.
Yes, my cable has not fallen out yet.
Hooray!
We're going to start using the map table for our recap. Because ever since they introduced the map table, we've got a nice way of recapping the story.
Ah, my favorite pupil. What is it that you wish to learn? One must understand one's place in the world.
Right, so we are in a world full of it's like fantasy based on reality. There are people that have magic powers that naturally occurring in their bodies. They are generally then branded almost immediately afterwards by the various kingdoms in the realm. Every now and then, those that are branded also can become dominants, in which case they are like chosen by a particular mother crystal, which is what like governs all the magic to become like the champion of that particular element, and they can like turn into the summon monsters from previous Final Fantasy games known as icons in this game. Starting out on our story very long time ago when our hero Clive was but a teen. His brother is named Joshua, and he was the dominant of Phoenix. Phoenix was then like they were heading to talk to like the like they were gonna go open a door that only the dominant of Phoenix could do. Their camp got attacked, and there was a mysterious hooded figure that secretly awoken a power in Clive to make him a second dominant of fire as Ifrit, and then Ifrit killed Phoenix. Clive, not realizing that he is Ifrit, or at the time, decided to set out about on a revenge quest to hunt down and kill Ifrit. But he was forcibly drafted into a military group by his mother, who's like evil and now the queen of the empire. But he's on this mission to kill the dominant of Shiva. He finds out that that's actually his childhood like best friend Jill, and it's like, wait, I don't want to kill her. So he doesn't. In doing so, he is met with. He also meets a man named Sid. Every Final Fantasy game is a Sid. Sid is the dominant of lightning, like Rama. And Sid is trying to free all of the branded in the world so that they can make their own decisions and don't have to work as like slaves. So Clive helps out Sid for a while. In the process, we are introduced to the dominant of wind, Benedicta, who is in control of like Garuda, and they end up fighting and killing her in the pursuit of Clive still trying to find out who Ifrit is. Then Clive ends up finding out that he is Ifrit and comes to resolve that, like, he understands now that it was him, and I guess somewhat comes to peace with that fact. It takes him a little while, though. It takes Clive a little while still to come around to the idea of working with Sid fully, but he does do so. And they decide to go take down the Mother Crystal by destroying it, because the Mother Crystals are sapping life from the land the more they get used. Because people also break off pieces of the crystals and use those pieces like to light candles and torches and like fresh clean water and stuff like that. Convenience things. So they go to destroy Mother Crystal. Sid dies in the process, and destroying the Mother Crystal seemingly unleashes an otherworldly force onto the world named Ultima, but we learned that Joshua actually didn't die. Joshua contains Ultima inside of his own body, and Clive does in fact see Joshua and knows that he's not dead. Benedicta was dating, or like romantically involved with a man named Lord Kupka, who is the dominant of Earth, otherwise known as like Titan, obviously. And he is sent her head, and thus marches on the base that Sid like was maintaining, and like utterly destroys it. But some people survived the encounter, and of course Clive and Jill weren't there because they were attacking the Mother Crystal with Sid. More years passed. Clive takes on Sid's name to continue Sid's reign of infamy, and there hasn't been a lot that's happened. We've gone and attacked the second Mother Crystal and destroyed it as well. This time there was no continuation of like more otherworldly entities entering the world, but they like Joshua's prison for Ultima seems to be waning and taking its toll on him, and now Lord Kupka has attacked our old hometown, and even though we seem to know that it's likely a trap, probably a trap, we are still going to face off against him, and that's where we are currently.
Thus ends today's lesson.
Are you back yet, Nin?
Yeah.
Alright.
Sorry, Discord was being real funky and just had to reset it a few times.
You're absolutely fine.
And I figured that was a good time to fiddle with it.
I feel like that was the most in-depth recap I've given, and I feel like I still missed parts.
Yeah. People want to see their parts, they can go watch the VODs.
Yeah, but I'm more worried about people watching it live. Like, to give a recap so that people can, like, catch just this stream and not feel like they're missing out on anything.
Fair.
Fortify the castle gates at once. Hugo and his men have been busy. They've already breached the castle's outer wall. The Imperials are holding the ground for now, but it's only a matter of time before the keep falls. Those fuckers really went to town on this place. Almost like they want to wipe it off the map.
Just a means to an end.
All this for one man? They didn't have to go so far.
If you keep your wits about you, I reckon you can make it up to the castle without raising the alarm. I'll sniff out any townsfolk who haven't escaped yet and send them on their way.
Be careful.
Likewise. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
I'm gonna do so much you wouldn't do, Gav. You won't even believe.
Summon fire and wind and lightning on enemies.
Right.
I thought I was ready for this, but
I know. It's like a nightmare. This was our home. Come on, Clive. We have to keep going.
this isn't an invasion.
How dare they come with a better pun than I did.
He'll stop at nothing, Clive. Nothing.
Why do this?
Clive, we can get through here.
Ah, enemies that we're forced to not use.
There's only one fitting punishment.
So what did that? How do you get through protect?
You can only use magic.
Ah.
So it's actually giving us a purpose to the charged magic spell finally.
Ah. Gotcha.
And kill this guy because he's casting protect on everybody. Upgrade that since charge magic has a purpose now.
Yeah, fair.
I yield! I yield!
Excuse me.
Look what we have here.
Gentlemen!
You won't escape! Stay down!
Oops. Not even sure how I brought that menu up. Yeah, I really don't know how I brought that menu up. That's wild.
Cut them down! With me, men! For the Emperor! Out of our way!
Excuse me, did you cast protect on a dog?
Why wouldn't you want to protect the dog?
I mean, fair, but like, just strikes me as weird. Why I thought there was a way through over there. There absolutely isn't.
Come on, take him!
Ah, a ninja. You know, I'm curious now, and I'm hoping somebody else casts Protect. Curious if, like, Rama's lightning attack thing works on it. Huntsman could chill, he'll kill me.
I needed that. Get out of my city or die!
Hoping this guy would cast Protect, but now he's casting Cure instead.
We're nearly at the castle. It ends there.
We take him alive.
Cool. Yes, it does. Okay, cool.
Oh, so you can get all of it down at a lot of them down at once.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so I guess like because before, not that lightning wasn't helpful, but like now it really has a good use.
Yeah, especially like all this AoE stuff. Like, yeah. Very much have purpose for this, like, AoE magic attacks. Bet this works too. Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Just wanted to get some experimenting done with ways of getting protect down because yeah, I just have a feeling that like that's gonna start being included in boss encounters, and so it's gonna be how do I get this shield off extremely quickly.
Set her loose.
They have a curl.
Oh. Well, that's how you pronounce it, but then again, they say chocobo in this game, so...
Attack!
Ready?
What do you think?
It's building up to something.
We need to stop it. Whatever it takes. It's down.
Then let's make this count.
Too late.
Really confused for a second because I saw Jill's ice attacks and I thought that was the coral hitting itself. Because they're like the same color of blue, and I was like, wait, what?
That felt almost too easy. I was expecting worse.
Jill!
We meet at last, Sid. Or should I say, Lord Rosfield? I've been looking for you for a very long time.
Let her go, Kuka.
I'm so glad you accepted my invitation. I went to some trouble with the decorations. Do you like what I've done with the place?
Bastard.
Such a pity your predecessor couldn't join us. But I am sure you will prove compelling company. Be still, little snowflake. I would not have you melt before your starring moment.
Fuck.
Now, on to the festivities.
That's just great, that is. I suppose it's up to me then.
Do we get to play as Gav?
I was about to say, that'd be really fucking cool if we do.
Headsman!
Where do you want me?
You! Bring the prisoner!
Yes, no more than she deserves for getting into bed with an outlaw.
We should get into mine.
Lord Kupka commands your presence. You're to bear witness to the girl's execution.
Such a waste.
Gav!
Thanks, Gav.
Thanks, Gav.
Crystal fetters are a bastard to open, just so you know. Don't worry, I'll have them off before you can blink.
Where's Jill?
In the courtyard.
Shit. We have to hurry.
The Imperials have sounded the retreat and cleared out of the castle. But the place is still swarming with Kupka's men.
Leave them to me.
I'll make my way up top and circle round the back. Quick as you like, eh? Nearly forgot.
Hold on, Jill. I'm coming. I have to get to the courtyard.
But first, let's check for side quests. I'm kidding, of course, because these are most of these like extreme story beat missions actually don't have.
Yeah, you can't do anything else here.
Yeah, they want to keep us focused on the story, which I appreciate.
I hope you've got a plan, Clive, because we are fucked if you don't.
It's a bloody wolf!
Has he always been able to do that?
No. Apparently, he's also a dominant of something.
Dope.
Dominant
I was
of,
like, did I miss something?
dominant of Fenrir, I'm going to assume.
Hell yeah.
Come, Lord Rosfield. Don't tell me you tire of my entertainment.
Did your voice actor change?
Yes.
He's just
Perhaps
pissed.
it is time we served the main repast.
Oh, I see. His
Trust
tone
you are
changed.
hungry.
Need this?
Much obliged.
Stay close. We're getting out of here. And Toggle, thank you.
Yeah, that's very Fenrir-esque.
Works for me.
With me. That includes you, Toggle.
Now I want to use Torgal in this fight more, because why not?
His animations all got like way cooler too. He's like a fucking jet running around the battlefield.
No. Thought he still had stagger gauge. Oh well.
Where did this lot come from?
Jill, can you still fight?
I can try.
Oh, God.
Excellent. Then Lord Kupka's reward shall be ours.
I thought Bad always keep them in threes.
Let them come.
Over here!
It's over.
For now. But I bet that wasn't the last of them. And they
The
won't
fight
stop hurting us
Titan.
until
Why do you
Kupka's
say it's
dead.
over?
So you get in there and finish the job, eh?
Go on. If they come again, we'll hold them back.
All right. But be careful.
Oh. Yeah, Ecliptic Howl, Howling Moon, those are definitely Fenrir abilities.
Sweet.
So his pedigree is Snowcloak. Snowcloak's the dungeon that Fenrir is in Final Fantasy XIV, I'm pretty sure.
I think so? That sounds right.
He'll die by my hand.
Kupka. You're late. Trouble on the way.
Just enjoying your entertainment.
How gratifying. Have you come to defend your father's throne, Lord Rosfield? The Grand Duchy of Rosaria. A realm without a ruler, an army, even a people. A veritable kingdom of dust. Truly, I see no throne to defend.
No! Enough of your games, Kupka. Just tell me what you want.
Sid's head in a box. Imagine my disappointment when I learned that he met his end at the hand of another. And my relief to learn that you had taken up his thrice damned name. Your master slew Benedicta Harmon and defiled her body. If you choose to bear that murderer's name, then you shall answer for his crimes.
The only crimes I shall answer for are my own. Sid did everything in his power to save that woman, though she was long past saving. And so I did what he couldn't. It was me all along, Hugo.
It was you. You killed her.
I did.
Then I am fortunate indeed. I had thought the most I could wish for was to take the life of one he loved, just as he did to me. But it seems I was wrong. And I shall have my revenge. We shared a dream. I would be the king of the world. She would be my queen. And together, we would rule like the gods we are. But you crushed that dream, ground it into dust. Hear me, Rosefield! You will pay for what you've done. I'll tear you apart with my bare hands!
Have you seen a bear before? Their hands don't look like that.
How many people have you killed?
Oh, they're pretty close.
How many dreams have you crushed? You're not the only one who's seen their world fall apart around them. You'll get no pity from me, Kuka. No pity. And no mercy.
You know, maybe it's just me. Every time I hear his name, I'm like, that's a Moogle name.
Yes,
Kupka just sounds like a Moogle name.
it very much does. On that note, it's time for ads.
Oh boy.
So, we will see you on the other side. Be sure to stretch, get water, take care of yourself. And we're back on the other side of the ads. Let's go ahead and
We
get this
survived.
fight going. And immediately got hit.
It is time. You learn. What becomes of those who dare to cross me?
Cross! I'll kill you!
I knew the kick was coming and I still attacked into it.
Thank God they does just store it in plain text. I found it.
Nice.
You will die by my hand, Rosalind. My hatred for you is unending. And hear then, let this palace be your grave!
What? Oh, shit.
All I can think of is like, I just wanted an image of like Clyde skateboarding on this guy's head.
The world has chosen. I am in my element. There's no escape.
I mean, you're only in one of your elements. We're in two of ours, because technically fire is everywhere and so is wind. I guess fire's not everywhere. Fire can be everywhere.
don't attack when he does that. Got it.
Ow.
No.
I'll rip out your heart! Just like your forefathers. Your journey ends here.
Yeah. That was really fast.
Imagine it would have been too bad to just dodge that because it was only a single hit. And pretty quickly banished.
Yeah, I probably just needed to jump.
I didn't think about that. I was thinking dodging. Jumping probably would work fine too.
Dodging doesn't seem to like have like invuln frames,
Oh, yeah, invuln
except
frames.
unless you do like a perfect dodge.
Gotcha.
But like, I'm not sure if that counts with the AOE's too.
You can dodge in the air too. That's good. I don't know if I've ever like mentally acknowledging you doing that before.
Yeah, just jump.
Jump.
I don't think I've ever done an air dodge before, no.
Dishanded doesn't sound as good as disarmed.
Yeah, true.
Son of a whore!
Bring your sword down. Why are you waiting? Oh.
No, I think
Cheers
we're
to his
taking his
power.
powers, yeah.
Yeah.
Disappointing. I was hoping to do a big, like, kaiju fight against him.
Bam.
I'll kill you! I'll kill you! I'll kill you!
Maybe we still will. Or he'll rocks fall and he dies. Yeah, rocks fall, he dies.
Good job, dummy.
Oh no, he's still alive.
I'll fucking kill you.
There. You mustn't get yourself worked up.
Wait!
Excuse me, who are you?
Another time, Mythos.
What? You realize you could get up and run after him. Your legs still function. Also, yeah, I agree. Scribble, it just that was extremely 14 Titan.
I think so.
Seems like
Scum. Who the fuck invited
14
them?
Remix Titan to me, but yeah. Well, although I guess he
That's
didn't
the biggest surprise we've had today.
pull out a little car,
What are we
so
meant to do
maybe
with
not.
that toggle? Not telling, eh? Suit yourself.
Gav, we have to find Clive.
Right, sorry.
You missed one.
We were worried.
So was I. I was so close. If it hadn't been for my gift, I would have finished him.
I'm just glad you got out of there alive.
Yeah, it seems like when he absorbs somebody else's powers, it like takes a bit out of Clive too, because he's never been able to like fight immediately afterwards.
Just when we thought we were shot of Titans, lot. In pile Odins. Not enough of them to worry us, though.
No. You didn't see the one who took Kukra away.
So, what? You think they came here to save him? Well, I'll be fucked if I know what's going on, but every minute we spend racking our brains, that bastard's getting further away. So what do we do?
We go back to the hideaway. too tired to think. As are you, by the looks of it. And after what Jill's been through. Let's worry about Kupka later, shall we?
Aye. All right. Well, give us a chance to solve the riddle of your magic mud, too. Hey, how you feeling? Ready to
You
go
say your
home?
magic mud?
Magic mutt. The Torkoal.
Mutt. Oh, okay, I heard mud. I'm like, did he see we took Titan?
Just look at the state of you. You're more of a wreck than this place. Is this what you call taking better care of yourself? No more excuses, your ladyship. I order you to rest. Fine. I'll rest.
Don't worry, Gav. She's in good hands.
But we should have never let her fall into Hugo's. Back when he had some like. The question is, where is he now?
And what the hell were those royalists doing there?
I was wondering about that all the way home.
Otto may have heard something. I'll talk to him.
And I'll talk to Tomes.
The lawsman. About what?
About your faithful hound for a start. If any four-legged friend's ever done that before, I'm betting Tomes will have read about it. But what I want to know is, what happens afterwards? It's all well and good Torgal saving our arses, but if it costs him what it cost Jill...
Right. Let me know if you learn anything.
Will do. And you do the same, eh?
My whole recap, I forgot to include that when people use their magic
Jill.
powers, they slowly turn to stone.
Listen to Talia.
I will. Thank you.
Ooh. Another counter. Sweet.
Delicious. I meant to say magic powers. I don't know if I said ninja powers.
Can we only have 3 icons at once?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So the correct answer is Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah. As cool as lightning is, I've been underwhelmed by it.
Yes, I agree. What I do want to do though that projectile dispelling thing. Yeah, sure. I want to get like a magic oriented build going. So I can like quickly swap between them when I need to. Why can I use ignition under lightning? What? It's interesting. Stick with judgment. And then, of course, here. See what else Titan can do. Look at the stagger potential on that one. Or that's damage, isn't it? Stagger's the other one.
Yeah, staggers stars.
Yeah.
That looks cool as hell. The Titan seems to be more like the opposite of Garuda. It does more damage, doesn't stun quite as much.
Yep. Is fine. I wanted something that does some big damage when things are staggered, so all well and good to me. Sure that we stock back up on potions. Once. Ooh. A rank, nice. Zarya.
Otto, is now a good time?
It's not a bad one. How's Jill doing?
She's been better. Ty is making sure she gets the rest she needs.
Good.
Any word on Kupka's movements?
Vivian's doing what she can to try and track him, but she's feeding on scraps.
Yes, we're gonna go hunt down the magic mud on the hunt board there.
To keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet, but it's only a matter of time.
Right. Let me know when you find something.
There he is. All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
Mid. When did you get back?
Just now.
What about your studies?
Adjourned. Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria. All the canvas in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right.
This is not the first time there has been a mid.
What are you saying this time?
The first mid was in Final Fantasy V.
Any road while I'm here. I was hoping you could do us a favor.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her. While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I'll take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the professor.
I don't recall if mid is supposed to actually be related to Sid in Final Fantasy V. Maybe he's like Sid's grandson.
I'm just trying really hard not to make the low-hanging fruit joke here. It was like, they seem pretty mid.
Huh? What are you on about? My fee for bringing Mid across. She said you were paying. That little...
He walks there like, ask them a problem later.
There's also, of course, Cindy from Final Fantasy 15.
Here for another of my lectures. How may I help you today? The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
Talk to the tongue guy.
The little ones have
Probably have to later anyways.
Jill looked white as a sheet.
as white as a sheet, and she also had false teeth. Understand why he's got the icy blue alternative now.
Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense.
It's letters. There's where the guy is.
Tom says he's looking for books about Torgal. I know.
My knowledge is yours. I don't
Not
believe
been
you've
here
read
in a
this
while.
particular chapter before. I have quite the find for you today. If you have a question for me,
This little
I shall
level
be
up
happy to
trill
answer it.
will always just give me immediate dopamine.
Yes. Transforming Torgal into something akin to an icon.
Did you learn everything
yeah.
you needed?
Almost like he turned into Fenrir. Or like demi-primed into Fenrir, I guess, technically. Check the letters. Sid's desk real quick. Live's desk, whatever. Talk to Mid. Why did you write this letter, Joe? Why didn't you just tell me?
Too hard.
Come on, Otto.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
You took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid, you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad said I had a knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew about it. Then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream for me. That one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause. Well, I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well, well, well. If Sid could see you now. All right. I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
For me?
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
Mid's design in this game does have like slight allusions to the Mid from Final Fantasy V.
Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
I mean, I feel like this is... I feel like later Final Fantasy games don't hesitate to kind of like nod at previous ones. So.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Mid in that game is supposed to be a boy, but I'm not entirely sure.
you back so soon. Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Very far away from the next rank of that. Okay.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again. Jill looked white as a sheet when he
Was wondering where you'd got to. Mid's back from Canva. Have you seen her?
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and ask me to buy her some materials. Here's the list. Think you can find everything on there?
This lot? Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Excellent. As for payment...
It's paid 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
Indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Thank you, Karen.
Well, don't just stand there gawping. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that.
Blackthorn, you busy?
What does it look like?
I have a commission for you. From Mid. She requires certain tools. Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship? I'll see what I can do. Tell her I'll bring them over when I'm done.
My thanks. And Mid's, no doubt. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
I meant to check if he's got anything new.
Yeah. What do you want? No scratches, right? That it? Fine.
Right, the elevator. I was like, how do I get down there?
Do with a good oil in this. Should be enough to keep us going. How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch them, we'll all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is, I ain't got none.
I see.
It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest. Bernard, was it?
That's right. And he is a friend of the cause. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him. Thank you, Bardolph.
Least I could do.
Just missing it. Here's Rosaria. Place we don't have access to yet? Okay.
Ah, Clive, what brings you to the rest?
Our home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
He went up to Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look for him there then.
If it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you now? Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
Well, thank you kindly. And take care.
shouldn't take long.
Titan block is really hard to time.
Does the wind counterattack just have a larger window?
Yeah. The wind one feels like it's like in time with my other like dodging. This is like different timing. I'm not sure where it's at.
Gotcha.
Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. That could be part of it too. Now I'm getting the hang of Titan. Titan's definitely probably my favorite so far.
Hell yeah.
That should do it.
I always like counter abilities.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son.
I played through like all of Bayonetta once I unlocked it. So like aimed for doing that in Nier Automata once I found out Should have been like trying to replay near Automata to use
Things
the
after the
parry.
tension fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Or it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. As soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's onto your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
Jill looked white as a sheet.
Is it business or pleasure? You're rubbing me blind, you know. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Odd Hill. That's where it is. Here's the Odd Hill docks. Yes, it's gotta be around here. Go. Fight this thing.
Punch it.
Will punch it. I can punch now. I have Titan powers.
Punch good.
I like how punchy Titan's magic bursts are too. 2 achievements in that fight for using Titan powers effectively.
Hell yeah.
I love the Titan stuff. Very good.
It seems very good.
Supposed to be at. Be somewhere around here. There it is.
It's a flan.
Yes.
Take us unawares, did you?
Magic mud.
That's better.
Gotta lock on. Ah, there it is. Whoa. All right then.
Rip.
Let's try one more time.
Did it retry say it refilled your potions?
Did we get extra?
Oh. Interesting. That's nice.
Which I don't know what it means by that, because we have the same amount as before. So.
Just say, yeah, the same number.
Eh. Hits so hard. Okay, I can parry magic attacks with Titan's ability. Gosh. Getting those windows down is very tricky. No! Controller came unplugged.
Ah.
Oh. Oh. Alright. We'll come back later.
But I want to murder the thing now.
Yeah, but it's like 8 levels higher than me and does a ton of damage to me.
Excuses. No,
Yes.
that's fine.
I am making excuses.
I can't believe you would make excuses for not fighting an overpowered thing in RPG. How could you?
And I'm pretty confident in my ability to get it done eventually, but like I'm streaming, so. By the way, we got commercials we gotta run.
Oh, okay. It's also true.
Already running. Sorry about that. Did not realize it was ad time, but you basically missed nothing because I realized it like shortly after teleporting back to base. I think that's basically all that you missed.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
All right, Clive? You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
Good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Just wanted to make sure I didn't have any lightning boosting ability or equipment on.
Ah, Clive.
Talia, how's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He went to ask Hippocrates about Torgor. He must have found something. You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time, and I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but here as many die as recover. Is it really worth the risk?
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential, and we undergo it willingly.
I know. I still wish there was some other way. But griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose. Don't worry. I'll do what must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
Just tell me what you need.
You'll go? Oh, thank you. No one knows Herblord like Talia, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know where to look. And fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue blossoms.
What's everyone whispering about? Haven't you heard?
Do you
have a moment, Sid? A team of curse breakers has gone missing near Northreach.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A curse breaker managed to release a Stolas amid the confusion, but... this was days ago. They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them. I can't help but worry that...
They know the work is dangerous. But I'm sure they're fine.
But what if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this, what they escaped, and what we're freeing people from. But I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things I've said.
I'll go and find them. We'll both rest easier knowing they're safe.
Thank you, Sid. And I'm sorry to trouble you with this. The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie. I can't tell you much more than that, I'm afraid.
That should be enough to go on. If they were there,
Her mouth
Torgal will
looked
track them
really
down.
weird for a second.
I didn't notice.
There's like for a moment, like she was extremely not lip syncing the correct words. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just really odd.
Side quests, side quests, side quests.
A quest!
Slavers don't even
Yes.
bother with Northreach now.
Give me a quest or I will take one by force.
Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet.
Steal your damn fool, unless you want to bleed to death.
They're trying to get into the carriage.
Once you get a hold of it, that basically just feels like a better dodge.
Yeah, I really like Titan.
Who are you? A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety, the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
Definitely want to master this. Also seems like fun. Just won't get much use because it's a counter attack.
The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs. I needed that. This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one. Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully this will put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
There's also for taunt now.
Oh, true.
Especially if taunt does like it does in other character action games and increases the damage that the enemy like deals and takes.
And what can I do for you? You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that.
Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her back. The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Sid, welcome back. A Stolas from the Dame arrived not long after you left. If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a curse breaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will. In time.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Taya trusts you. Which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. But... I'm sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood. Failure means death, and even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives, and the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we have no shortage of volunteers. The day I decided that I would take Sid's name was the same day Taya took my brand.
I remember. It wasn't long after we came here. What little medicine Taya managed to salvage from the wreckage of the old place had been used up treating the wounded. She begged that your operation be delayed until a new supply of antalgics was found. Procedure was even more dangerous back then. Only a few souls had undertaken it. Doris, Cole, a handful of other Cursebreakers, and those who are no longer with us. Those who lost their lives in the process. It wasn't something to be done lightly.
No. But it was something I had to do if I was to take Sid's name. He always led from the front and never asked anyone to take a risk for his cause that he was unwilling to take himself, even if he knew that it might cost him his life.
Hold still, Clive! Hold still!
I knew there'd be pain. That I might not survive. And I was afraid. But I also knew that if I didn't overcome that fear, that pain, then I would never be able to call myself Sid.
I didn't know.
We all want our brands removed. But it's a decision each of us must make for ourselves, on our own terms. Rodrigue, I know your work isn't easy, but neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Taya. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physiker's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
Making your metaphor real sloppy here. We're 5 points away in
Welcome to
round.
the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts.
Yeah.
Best of luck out
That
there,
sucks.
Sid.
Is the flan all that's left?
Yep.
Unfortunate.
Side quests.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks.
And I don't think one level is going to be enough to take on the flan.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory.
Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Yep, there it is.
Called it.
Yep.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
Like, should have been teased from the beginning with the bracelet around his leg.
Need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
Excuse me?
Bracing! Bracing, sir!
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
Brilliant.
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot, starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
I was hoping maybe that was a shop or something, but no, it's just... It's dungeon? Okay.
I wish Miss Mirabelle would laugh. I wonder what she's doing.
I think I'll wait till Mid's away to take a tour of her dungeon.
Don't want to get roped into her experiments, huh?
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
For your trouble.
Hey, it's our cool uncle.
In hindsight.
Yay!
Uncle Byron?
Clive, my boy!
He's still alive.
Now he's in danger because he's here.
Fuck. You're right.
It's gonna get attacked again.
Fuck.
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. The Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmecs to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
Kings suck.
Yeah.
That is your wish, your radiance. I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
Oh, she's still manipulating things to her own ends. What a surprise. That's Clive's mother. So.
Yeah.
Folks watching know.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
Go talk to cool uncle.
The Litlands have been up to their... It's just one thing after another around here.
Ah, my dear nephew, how I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
And I'm afraid that is all I
Carrying
know.
40 on me, or like 50, like.
Fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Coco withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you. It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Ein Heya, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him?
Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not
His
entail a
hands.
arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way.
No!
As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
No.
Be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Uncle, why? Why do you have to come with us?
Mid's finished outfitting her little workshop, I hear.
Got 58,000 gil on me. Why is he shocked about 2,000?
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lancer and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
He brought 2,000 talents, which is equal to, or one talent is 10,000 gil. Okay, yeah, 2,000 talents. That's a significant.
That's a
amount.
little bit more, yeah.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
Well, please carry a shield or something.
Do we want to stop here or do we want to keep going?
I feel like this is a good stopping point.
Alright. We'll save the uncle's death for later.
For another time. I like how we're both just like completely assured, like, oh no, this character's too good. He's for this world. He's dead.
Yeah. Hey, we got our Titan block upgraded though. That's cool.
Nice.
And does Uncle have an icon? Yes, he does.
Oh, sweet.
That's cool.
I have a little bit more hope he won't die then. Little bit. Tiny bit.
I don't think that protects him. Sid had an icon too.
You're right. Fuck.
Yes. Thank y'all for coming. We will see you. I actually don't think we're going to be here next week, right?
Why was next week?
Isn't the convention that you're going to next week, or is that later?
That is 2 weeks from now.
Okay, so next week is
yes.
Okay. Next week is fine then.
Wait, maybe it's the weekend. Where's? Hold up. My flight is on 12/5. Not next week or the week after, but the week after that one.
All right. We got time either way.
Yes.
I really don't have like any good any good books to read right now.
Let's see. Who do I have? Shin is playing Mega Man Battle Network 4. And they have a very cute avatar. Actually, can I just do that command for you? Am I allowed to do that?
No. Mega Man Battle Network 4. I found them.
Okay.
See y'all next week.